system is the software component of a computer that is responsible for the management and coordination of activities and the sharing of the resources of the computer. OS acts as a host for application programs that are run on the machine as a host. One of the purposes of an OS is to handle the details of the operation of the hardware. This relieves application programs from having to manage these details and make it easier to write applications. All of computers use an OS of some type.
History of Ubuntu. Ubuntu releases are made semi-annually by Canonical Ltd., the developers of the Ubuntu operating system, using the year and month of the release as a version number. The first Ubuntu release, for example, was Ubuntu 4.10 and was released on October 20, 2004. Consistently, version numbers for future versions are provisionals if the release is delayed until a different month or even a year. To the plant and the version number will change accordingly.
Hello everyone, my name is Ian Carlo Odtuhan from CSS11B. My report is about features of Ubuntu. The desktop version of Ubuntu supports all the normal software on Windows such as Firefox, Chrome, VLC, etc. Ubuntu has a built-in email software called Thunderbird, which gives the user access to email such as Exchange, Gmail, Hotmail, etc. There are a host of free applications for users to view and edit photos. There are also applications to manage videos, and it also allows to users to share video. It is easy to find content on Ubuntu with the smart searching facility. The best feature is it is a free operating system and it backed by a huge open source community.
Specific use of Ubuntu. 1. Free of cost. Downloading and installing Ubuntu is free and costs only time to install it. One can just download from the internet or can create an also rootable disk, and after it, the environment is ready to launch. 2. Privacy. In comparison to Windows, Ubuntu provides a better option for privacy and security. The best advantage of having Ubuntu is that we can acquire the required privacy and additional security without having any third-party solution. 3. Working with partitions of hard drives. Linux Live CD and Gparted enables to divide the hard disk into partitions. 4. Free apps. Ubuntu provides a lot of free apps to explore the world of opportunities, refreshment, enjoyment, like Spotify, Skype, VLC, Firefox, Slack, Atom, Telegram. Five, user-friendly. Ubuntu is as easy as the Windows operating system. 6. Accessibility. Another great feature of Ubuntu is its ease of use. The user can easily work with various CMS of PHP such as Laravel, Magneto, WordPress, and many more. 7. Home automation. Little knowledge of Linux and a mini computer such as Raspberry Pi is all to create small home automation gadget. 8. Say bye to antivirus. Risk of having a virus of malware is minimal, that reduces the cost of antivirus software. 9. Say bye to pirated software. As stated, it is free. This is also includes a lot of free software embedded with the system. 10. Free games. A compatibility layer, a commonly known as Wine, is the most popular program used to run Windows-based games and applications on Linux-based operating system. 11. PC performance. Performance of a system depends on what kind of usage is. For example, if the system is used for coding, designing, testing issues, or for business purposes, or for just simply use of a computer system, it is recommended. 12. Free upgrades. All the upgrades provided by Ubuntu are free of cost and they release every 6 months.
Advantages of Ubuntu. One of the advantages of Ubuntu is that it's a free to download and open source operating system. In other words, unlike Microsoft, Windows, and the Mac OS from Apple, individuals and organizations can own and maintain working computers without the need for paying software licenses or purchasing exclusive devices. Ubuntu is free. I guess you imagine this being the first point on our list. But the fact that Ubuntu is free goes beyond. Many customers do not pay for stuff. Ubuntu is completely customizable. Have you tried theming Windows before? Was it an enjoyable experience? Windows 10 does a better job at customization than its predecessors, but even at that, you can only personalize certain components. Ubuntu is more secure. Granted, some of the reasons Ubuntu has not had that many cases of security breaches and viruses include the fact that it hasn't been much of target given its market share and its users and more than not tech savvy. Ubuntu runs without installing. That's right, you don't need to wait through a whole installation process because you can run Ubuntu as live directly from a pen drive. Ubuntu is better suited for development. A clean Ubuntu installation comes with out-of-the-box support for programmers to get straight to work on development projects with their machine. After a clean Windows install, you will need to install an Office suite, a text editor, Python, Ruby, Java, etc. before you can have a good working environment.
Hi, I'm Jambal Kabutahe from CSS 11B. Disadvantages of distributed operating system. Security problem due to sharing. Some messages can be lost in the network system. Bandwidth is another problem. If there are large data, then network wires to be replaced, which tends become expensive. Overloading is another problem in the distributed operating system. Disadvantages: only some tasks run at the same time. Sometimes system resources are not good enough and they are costly as well. Complex and difficult to the right algorithms are used. It requires specific device drivers. They are very less prone to be switching tasks.
Recommendations are based on the result of your research and indicate the specific measure or direction that can be taken. Therefore, implications signify the impact of your research, and recommendation might be concrete step action that the research purposes.